Okay, so we keep none of these cards. Get them all out of my hand. We want to look for tradable cards, Wild Pawn Knoll, and the Shroud of Concealment, of which I found none. So this opening hand is pretty god-awful, but that's okay. I mean, we really can't pop off until about turn 3, 4, or 5 now anyway, especially with the Edwin nerf, everything's slowed down by about a turn regardless. So it's not the end of the world here, but I'm really hoping to find a tradable card or a Shroud of Concealment. We drew Wild Pawn Knoll, which is good. Do not get me wrong, that is a solid option. But the problem is, I need to reduce it to become 0. I also need to draw Draka, Edwin, or the Sinstone Graveyard. Okay, Relic Vault, we kind of knew that was gonna happen. That's not really that wild at all. We literally, like, we knew. If we didn't know, then we're trolling. But we should be able to play a decent number of cards in my hand for cheap. I was really hoping to get the combo off by turn, like, 4, maybe a little bit earlier. That'd be great. But unfortunately, that does not seem to be the case. We can double trade here. Another serrated Bone Spike. I mean, when we go off, we'll go off extremely hard. The problem is we need to figure out a way to do everything. I mean, we could commit a little bit here and hope to draw something good. But I don't know. I mean, we can go Wild Pawn Knoll first, and then maybe Shadow Step him. I'm not 100% sure where I'd go with this yet, but we'd figure something out for sure. It's fine. We'll play Wild Pawn Knoll for 0 and then Gone Fishing. Boom, Gone Fishing. Yes, 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 I'm rogue. I need to figure something out now. What do I get? What do I get? What do I get? I get 2 Shrouds of Concealment at the bottom, which is just fantastic. We'll trade this away and I guess go Shroud. We'll go Shroud first. We'll go Shroud. If we can find another Wild Pawn Knoll, we're chilling. We didn't find Draka still. Draka, whatever her name is. Prep. Okay. Look. Look. This looks like it could be so good, man. We have the potential for it to be so good, dude. He's gonna play the chest. Coin? Then he's gonna play the chest, because he has to have enough space in hand. That makes sense. I really don't know if it matters at this point. I think not drawing Draka or Sinstone Graveyard. I needed one of them. And Edwin being 4 mana, that just sucks. This is our chance. Fair enough, I don't care. Oh my god, that's so many stats on the board, dude. Am I just dead? I might just be dead here. Rep. Do that. This becomes 2. We have to start drawing cards. We've got a Shadow Step. We get cheap things. We get the Cutlass. Sure, why not? We get Prep. Sure, it's actually really good that we can play with the Serrated Spike. We get the Door of Shadows? Play the Door of Shadows, I guess. We get SI Extortion. We get Backstab, which is good. We'll Backstab this. And then kill it with that. Sinstone Graveyard, that's exactly what we needed, dude. We can go, boom. We just need to not die here, but that's doable. To the front, no. Divine Toll could actually be game-winning next turn. Then we go Serrated Bone Spike to kill that off. We play this. We get Sinister Strike, which we can't play, and then we'll go face. We've got Sinister Strike, we've got Wicked Stab next turn, and we've got the Tooth of Nefarian to maybe kill him off. And if not, well then we'll figure something else out. But we have a 14/14 on the board, which should be pretty good, although his reduced cost cards in hand are definitely scary. I wish I had been able to combo up 1 or 2 turns sooner, but I think ultimately that turned out to be fine. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold the phone. He should have traded in a 2/1 first, I think. He should have traded in a 2/1 first. I mean, how much damage is that? 2, 4, 6. I mean, he has to hit everything in, and then that goes face, which means I take a decent amount of damage, but also almost everything of his dies, right? Wait, what? Oh, I'm dead. No, I'm not dead. He messed up. He's off by 1 damage. Okay. So, how much damage do I have? 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. That's lethal. Wow. Okay. Well, I'm happy about that. We'll take those, I guess. Sure. Hit him on the back end. That's kind of insane. We'll take it. Rogue is still broken. I don't think I ever keep Edwin in my opening hand, especially now that he's 4 mana. Maybe if he was 3, I'd keep it, but we want to look for Shroud of Concealment and tradable cards, of which we found at least one of those 2, which makes me pretty happy. We don't want to play the graveyard until after we've played Shroud of Concealment. We don't want to reveal the fact that I am in fact a rogue. And again, we are playing against what seems to be a Quest Priest. Back-to-back terrible matchups, but it's okay. Yeah, Quest Priest is my worst matchup, but I think that I actually have a pretty decent chance of winning against it despite that. Like, I came really close. The only reason I lost was because on turn 3, he top decked the Mass Dispel or Shard of Naru, whatever it's called. And then also, when I played both Door of Shadows, I got my 2 worst options. I had Backstab, Prep, Shadow Step, Gone Fishing, all in my hand, and I got like SI Extortion and Shroud of Concealment, so not really much I can do there, but I don't hate what happened, honestly. Hopefully we get a Wild Pawn Knoll. We don't. That's fine. We'll play this next turn. Turn 2. Maybe with the Tooth as well to hit that, just to get it out of the way. We're not going to activate it immediately, but that's fine. We'll go boom into Tooth. Get a new card. Hopefully a 2-drop or something that we can just play and kind of dump. So I think we're going to just take Flurry and try to get a big Draka, actually. We don't need this, even though it was really, really cool. I don't think it's worth it. We're going to pass, and then next turn we're going to go absolutely bonkers here and get a really big Draka and just hope it doesn't die. That's fine. I don't care about that. People are saying this Rogue archetype is bad. Try Secret Rogue. I don't necessarily think this archetype is bad. But I mean, maybe. Some people might know a little bit more than me, I guess. We'll go Backstab. Oh, I don't want to go Prep Serrated yet. We'll go Flurry. Yeah, and then we'll go Boom. Wait, I'm actually chilling right now. We go Boom. Then we go Prep Serrated Bone Spike. And then we'll go this here to split them up a little bit. Then we will go 8-8 and hit him for 7 here. No reason to rush that in. That's a pretty good turn 5. Clean the Scene will kill off 2 of my minions except the 8-8. Silence doesn't do anything at this point. We still have Edwin to draw more cards down the line. We've got 2 Shadow Steps in the deck. The only card we don't want to draw right off the top is Shroud of Concealment. I might wait 1 or 2 turns before playing Edwin so I have a little bit more mana to play around with, but that's fine. I mean, we got a lot of damage showing here. But I don't think this Rogue archetype is bad. I think it's still decent. It definitely has the ability to still pop off. You just have to play a little bit smarter, and Edwin's not going to be just like as easy of a win condition. He's going to be stalled out for about 1 turn. So if he were 3 mana, I could play him next turn with minimal issue. But at 4 mana, I'd have to wait till about turn 7 to get the same amount of value, which I think is fine. But yeah, for those of you who want to become a member, you get access to these emotes and you can comment them in the YouTube comments. Just throwing that out there real quick. Oh, we drew Shroud of Concealment. Okay, this changes things a little bit here. And I don't know if we necessarily want to play Wild Pawn Knoll instantly. We might want to save it for the next Sinstone Graveyard. So I think we're just going to go Boom, another Stealth Minion to just mess up some targeting. And then we'll go face with the rest here. There's really no reason to play this. And then when we play Edwin next turn, we should be fine. We can play a bunch of cards and then Wild Pawn Knoll and then get another big Stealth Minion. He might be dead. Desperate Prayer into Zyrella is enough to wipe the board if he has it. Of course he has it. Why would he not? He's a priest. They always have the perfect answer to things. That's actually not necessarily true. I'm just tilted about it. It's fine. And if I go Edwin and I get like Wicked Stab into Tooth and Nefarian, that feels really bad. But I think we do still have to go Edwin here. Oh my gosh, we got the Wicked Stab. The prophecy is fulfilling itself. Oh no, not now. We get Shadow Step though. I think Shadow Stepping a Knoll might actually be better here than Shadow Stepping him because I want the big stats on the board. I kind of need the big stats on the board as early as possible. So we'll Shadow Step him and then kill this off. We'll go face. We get a door. We'll play the door. We draw Gone Fishing. We get Prep. We can go Prep Gone Fishing or Prep into whatever we end up drawing. Serrated. That's cool and all. We'll go Serrated so the next thing costs less. Can we go a little bit faster? Oh my word. I messed up here. We'll just make 2 big minions and go face. There's no reason not to. I mean, if I don't use it now, I'm just wasting a really good location. I mean, he has to have Shadow Word Ruin to kill off my board here. Which he could easily have, don't get me wrong. They usually run 1 copy of it, but without Zyrella now, it's going to be less likely. Okay. We still have a decent amount of damage in our deck if we need it. Oh, that trade is fine. I'm cool with that. He heals up. I mean, I knew it, but like, if I save it, then what am I saving it for with this Instone Graveyard? Like, that this doesn't seem like it does anything to me. Weapon first, and then go Gone Fishing to just limit some of the stuff that's in my deck so I can take SI Extortion, so that way I'm more likely to get something good off of Door of Shadows, maybe? At the end of the day, I take Tooth and Nefarian, because the card I need double... Oh, no, I messed up. Yeah, that was bad. We'll trade first, see if we can, get a different spell. Oh, Gone Fishing is just Wicked Stab. No? Yeah, it's just Wicked Stab. We win the game. Whew, okay. I misplayed slightly until I got the second Gone Fishing, but I knew I had an extra tradable. Like, it wasn't the end of the world. To get rid of both of these cards, we want to keep Shroud of Concealment and things that trade cards away. Basically, on turn 3, we are going to go absolutely bonkers, because Wild Pawn Knoll will be free. Actually, because of Life Tap, we can make it free a turn earlier if we wanted to, but I don't think we're going to do it that way. I think we're going to just Life Tap once because we can, and then we're going to go Shroud of Concealment turn 3. Like, it doesn't end up changing what I do here, is all I'm trying to say here. Shadow Step's kind of cool. We'll go Shroud of Concealment next turn, and then hopefully play 2 Wild Pawn Knolls and somehow set up like a Draka or something, I don't know. Backstab is not bad. Shroud, give me another Wild Pawn Knoll. Perfect. And an Edwin. So I could play 2 Wild Pawn Knolls this turn, or I could wait a turn and then get a really big Draka weapon, which I think is what I'm going to end up doing here, honestly. I genuinely think that's what I'm going to end up doing here. We get a Draka weapon that'll do 2 more damage per hit, and we're able to rush into the relics that he's going to play here. Because you knew he was going to play it, right? Like, we had to know that he was going to do that. And Prep. Oh my freaking goodness. This is going to be the most insane play of my life. So we go, I guess, Prep, SI Extortion. Then we go Backstab. Then we go Wild Pawn Knoll, hit, Shadow Step. And then play them both again and get a really big Draka. We don't need the other Shadow Step for Ed. Well, I guess we could save the other Shadow Step for Edwin if we wanted to. Just in case. I mean, an 8-3 weapon versus a 10-3. I guess 10-3 technically kills him over the course of 2 turns. So maybe we just do that. I mean, it's going to be a 10-3 weapon. That's literally lethal. Set up over 3 turns and a decent board. I mean, if he runs Restaurant Viper, I'm going to cry. But I mean, if he plays Restaurant Viper, we still have 9 damage with these minions here. And all we have to do is top deck a little bit of damage. I mean, that's a good turn 4 play if I do say so myself. And I mean, we get this pretty consistently. All you really need is 1 or 2 tradable cards or Shroud of Concealment, which you hard mulligan for every single game. And then you can get stuff like this. As long as you have Sinstone Graveyard or Draka in hand, this is pretty reliable. Hello, Mr. Streamer. I was watching some of your YouTube videos and wondering, do you play other modes other than Standard? Sadly, no, I do not. I only play Standard. Are you serious? Hit the 3-5. Okay, so only, and then the 3, okay. Oh my god. This guy is absolutely insane. I mean, we still win the game in 2 turns unless he's able to coin out Kurtrus next turn. Which, I mean, I guess could easily happen. But if he coins out Kurtrus next turn, he's not drawing a bunch of cards. And he hasn't really attacked that often. If at all. No, he hasn't attacked at all. So even if I play Edwin, they're going to be like 1/4s. If he coins out this right now, then we win. Then we know that we win. Sometimes. I'm not going to play Edwin this turn. I'm going to go Gone Fishing. Sinister Strike is pretty good. We can try to finish him off in like a turn or 2. But for now, we just wait. I mean, I could have played him and made him a 4/4 on the board because he's going to coin out Kurtrus now and I'm going to be 5 damage shy of winning. But literally all I need to do is top deck 1 direct damage spell, Tooth, Wicked Stab, get me there in a turn or 2. That coin's fine. We knew he was going to coin out Kurtrus. We knew we were going to be just shy of killing him. But we also knew that he couldn't really, like, that would be his whole turn. It wouldn't really change anything. Hit him. I'm going to go you. And just to see what I get. Tooth of Nefarian. I'll hit him, I guess. Makes it easier with a Sinister Strike or this next turn. Another Tooth. I mean, we win the game next turn unless he somehow finds lethal here. Which on 6 mana and just 2 2/4s, I don't think he'll be able to do. I guess he can draw 4 cards for a ton of reduced cost. But he can't play either of his 8 costs if he does get it. Or like Denathrius or whatever. So I still don't think I'm dead here. We still have Tooth, Sinister, and Cutlass. We set up close to lethal. Missed lethal? What do you mean missed lethal? I did not have lethal there. Well, I mean, technically, if I had traded the Cutlass first, and then I might have found Tooth, but I would have rather played a minion. Like, I didn't know... Yes, technically, Tooth and Nefarian being on top means I missed lethal. But I would rather... But I didn't know that. Like, what if the card on top was, like, Prep or Backstab or, like... another Cutlass or something, or Serrated Bone Spike or Maestra. Like, hindsight's 20/20, honestly. I would rather do this, get a minion on the board to apply pressure, and draw 1, 2, maybe even 3 cards, than play this and get worse. Like, what if I had drawn Maestra there? I mean, I still win the game, it's fine. It doesn't matter. Boom, and honorable kill. Not to mention we also had Sinister Strike. Guard the city. Doesn't matter. He's dead. As per usual, we want to get rid of everything that isn't tradable or strictly Shroud of Concealment. Gone Fishing is actually a fine card, and if I had Shroud of Concealment or a tradable card, I might have kept it. But since I didn't think it was worth the risk keeping. I do like Serrated Bone Spike in hand. I do like the Cutlass. I love having the Wild Pawn Knoll, and being able to just trade that away is awesome. We get 2 Wild Pawn Knolls. Now all we need to do is wait 2 or 3 turns. Kind of sad it went on Wicked Stab, but I mean, it's not the end of the world here. What do you think about Charge Warrior? Tried it today and went 7-2. I haven't played it yet, but I really do want to try it out. I'm actually very excited to play it. It's one of the decks that I'm most excited to play. It mostly just comes down to, I guess, when am I going to play it? And I think I'm going to play it today or tomorrow. But I am excited about it. I lost to it once, like, the day the patch came out. And I was like, what kind of deck is this guy going? He's not doing anything. And then all of a sudden, I just died. You get Edwin and that's not great. I think summoning 2, 3, 5s early like this is still just correct. I mean, we could have waited to play the Sinstone Graveyard and comboed off with these, but I think the early pressure when he's only at 30 HP and has no healing is just more important. I don't really know what he's supposed to do to stop this anyway, you know? So we'll see. Around turn 5, maybe we can combo off with the Graveyard. We could turn 4, just go Graveyard into Hero Power. Sorry. And see what happens. Literally just Graveyard into Hero Power. I mean, we could also go Graveyard, Serrated Bone Spike into this, and then get a slightly larger minion. But I really don't think that that's the correct way I want to go about doing this. Serrated Bone Spike, Maestra, get a 3/3. Like, that's just not good enough in my opinion. I'd rather just weapon and go full face here. These 1/1s do not matter to me at all. We're just applying pressure. We have, you know, we could play Edwin at some point if we want to. I might want to play him around turn 6 to maybe combo with the Serrated Bone Spike. Hopefully not draw Shroud of Concealment or Necrolord Drekka. That's not optimal. Please don't have another one. Oh! That was kind of lucky hits for me. Now he plays the other one, though. Yeah, okay, he did have the other one. Not great. Not thrilled about it. Coin into another relic. Oh, you've got to be kidding me, dude. We already know it's going to counter a spell. We could stop it with, like, prep, but I think I'd rather do this. Wait, are you serious? I mean, 2 plus this would be 0. Then we can do this and save prep with Edwin next turn. Let's just do that, I guess. Oh my gosh, what the heck? We can go Serrated, then play Maestra for 0. Wicked Stab his face. Hit him. Hit this, actually, I guess, and then do this. We get a 5, which isn't bad. And then next turn we go Edwin, and we just have to hope we don't top deck Draka, because that would probably be like the only bad thing I could draw. In fact, I might want to wait a turn and not play Edwin. I might want to play Edwin when this is active again, so that way I can get another big stealth minion as well. Vile Call, which one's that? Oh, the 2/2/2. Okay, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. Gone Fishing. Because I don't really want to play Edwin right now. I feel like my board's gonna get killed, but it's okay. Maybe we do just play Edwin and just hope for the best. I'm gonna play Edwin. I changed my mind. We're gonna play Edwin. 0 or 1, sorry. We get Tooth of Nefarian. That's fine. I mean, it's not great, but it's okay. What am I trying to Tooth of Nefarian, though? His face, I'd assume. I want to kill off the lifesteal minions, though. I think we kill off a lifesteal minion, honestly. Do we get Shadow Step or Backstab or Prep or anything? We get Backstab, that's huge. That's actually huge. We get the Cutlass again. I mean, I guess we hit and then play the Cutlass. So that way we can get a little bit of extra durability out of this. We get Door. That's fine, we can draw stuff later. We'll just go face with these here. Okay, that went pretty well. Hello, how's it going? I got new emotes for those of you who want to try them out, and you can actually use those emotes in the comments of videos. So if you're a member, I would highly recommend using these emotes because they're pretty funny and pretty fun to use. And I'm probably going to put them as a pinned comment. He's just done. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Looking at this opening hand, we want to try to keep the Wild Pawn Knoll as well as the SI Extortion, so that way we are able to trade the SI Extortion and make the Wild Pawn Knoll as quickly as possible, and I'd like to have the Wild Pawn Knoll in my hand. We are going to have to manually activate the deck here, but that's fine. This is the deck. It'll show up on the side here. Perfect. So we'll trade this away right off the bat. And I'm not exactly sure. No, I am sure what I want to do. I want to play the Shroud of Concealment here, turn 3, so that way I can play the Wild Pawn Knoll basically for free. And then after that, we can play the Sinstone Graveyard. Shadow Step as well is not bad. Hero Power, Smack. Play Shroud of Concealment next turn, so we can reduce the cost of Wild Pawn Knoll by 1 more, because when we draw the minions, we will still be... Oh! Well, hot dog, you don't say, my guy. Hot dog. I'm gonna play Shroud of Concealment myself, and then honestly, I'm gonna kill off his thing before he's able to do anything. So we're gonna play Shroud, draw 2, hopefully get another Wild Pawn Knoll. We do. We are going to get an absolutely massive stealth minion next turn. I guess technically what I should have done, I guess, was prep then do that, because then I'd have 1 mana left. I could have coined out this and then played 1, 2, and I would have played a total of like 5 or 6 cards, but I'd rather get an even bigger minion out this turn. So I'm being a little bit greedy here, but I think overall it is in fact worth it. That's my own personal take on all this. We are going to be able to double trade into this if necessary. Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. What's your favorite card of all time? Probably Deathstalker Rexar. I literally just made a tweet about how much I liked him, and he was the first card that I used to get to Legend. I played like a kind of budget no beast or no minion hunter. It was really fun. It was a cool legendary. Yeah, Deathstalker Rexar was a really cool legendary. So I think now we, for the most part, just go off. Gone Fishing. I think I actually want to go with this. This makes sense to me. We can get 2 giant stealth minions out this turn. We go Coin. We play this one. Then we go Boom, boom. We'll also have prep. We can go prep SI Extortion on this. Prep SI Extortion. Actually, no, we should probably go Sinister Strike and trade SI Extortion, I would say. Just to do more damage to the face, and that way I have an extra tradable card. I do about the same amount of damage either way. Yeah, let's go boom. And then we'll go trade, Shadow Step, and then we'll play it again, and then get 2 big stealth minions, which is gonna be hard for him to deal with, right? We go boom, and then 2 big 10-10 stealth minions this turn. Not really much else he can do at this point, right? It's 26 damage showing. We can trade away SI Extortion to try to find another card, and he's just done turn 5. That's a pretty good turn 4.